Some sewing projects begin with a plan, a sketch, a deadline, but this one began with a feeling and a simple desire to finally make a few of my dream projects. A quiet nudge to spend time with my hands and to move slowly, to enjoy the in-between. I stitched together a summer wardrobe, a few comfort pieces I already look forward to wearing at the end of the day, like matching sets of soft pajamas. Piece by piece, little by little, moment by moment, not because I needed more clothes, but because I wanted to wear things that felt like me and use some new skills I've learned along the way. I've been coming more into what I love to wear and what I love to make. Soft, honest, comfortable, and joyful. These words describe the desire of what I wanted to create. Made with intention, not urgency. Adding those little details no one else may notice. But to me, they're these small, delightful surprises I get to weave in every stitch. This is what I think of as comfort sewing, the kind of sewing that feels like home, that invites you in not to rush, but to rest, to slow down and to enjoy each stitch, each choice, each quiet part of the process. While I am here, I figured I would just show you that this is a pin board that I use all the time. I have two of them in my shed, and this is just bought at Target, and I covered it with just a cheap drop cloth, and it's very simple and I love it. It is so helpful, so useful. I like to have some inspiration and then projects that I'm working on just so I can have it visualized in front of me. And it's a really simple project. You just staple the drop cloth to the back because it's a wooden frame, and it's corkboard, so you'll just be able to use it for years to come. It's where I find my flow. Have you heard of flow state? That place where you get lost in time, fully immersed in what you're doing. When it happens, it's such a gift. I found myself so many times throughout this process, just so delighted in the process and what was being created with my own hands. I wasn't counting down to the finish, but fully absorbed in the middle. Tools in hand, fabric beneath my fingers, listening to an enlightening podcast or enjoying the birdsong, the gentle rhythm of making something simply for the love of it. And because of that, I didn't get too many videos. Before I show you what came next, I want to thank Craftsy for supporting this video in this season of making. I would like to thank Craftsy for sponsoring this video. If you are watching this video, I know that you are into sewing, you like sewing, you want to know about it, or maybe you have other hobbies like painting or baking, gardening, and I know you are going to love Craftsy. So Craftsy is an online space full of in-depth courses and tutorials that will take you step by step through the process of learning something new. There's everything from knitting to sewing, baking, painting, gardening, and even photography. There is seriously something for everyone, and with summer here, I know you have a little bit of extra time with your little ones, and so this is a perfect time to pick something out together to create and walk through some lessons with your little ones. So I've been going back through the basics of sewing because I am a self-taught sewist and I want to learn some things that I kind of skipped over in the beginning, and Craftsy has so many step-by-step tutorials by skilled instructors that are teaching me the basics of tailoring and sewing a classic shirt. And I'm also interested in their gardening courses because I just planted my first garden. The classes on Craftsy are broken down into step-by-step approachable lessons that won't leave you overwhelmed, but equipped to take on something new and to learn a new skill. So Craftsy is generously offering the Rooney sewing community a full year of Craftsy Premium for just $1.49. So if you are one of the first 1,000 people to sign up using my link below, you will get Craftsy for a full year for just $1.49. This offer is for new members only, and for those who are curious on learning something new, getting inspired, and walking away with something they're proud of. So take advantage of their generous offer, and thank you, Craftsy, for sponsoring this video. And while I sewed, the garden grew. Day by day, the world outside changed too. We had so much rain this season. Little seeds sprouted, bringing joy and anticipation and a kind of quiet wonder with them. Buds turned to blooms, vines climbed, and I noticed how both sowing and growing ask for the same things: time, attention, care, faith in small beginnings. The patterns, textures, the colors, they all felt like summer, like sunlight on skin, bare feet in the grass, like the slow unfolding of a season that invites you to savor and to play. These weren't perfect projects. They were comfortable, and the process was comforting. Rooted in the present moment, finished in stolen bits of time between meals, before bedtime, during nap time, and somehow that made them even sweeter. because comfort sewing isn't just about what you make, it's about how it makes you feel. It made me feel calm, grounded, more myself. I didn't rush it, I just kept showing up one stitch at a time, like watering a seed. And in the end, I didn't just grow a wardrobe. I grew a season I'll remember, made by hand, made with love, and made slowly. And every time I wear these garments, I'll remember the season that made them.